Hello, my name is Toya Roby. I'm the principal here at KSD. I'm very excited to celebrate this moment with our seniors and with everyone that has supported them to be part of this journey. I want to thank you all for joining with us today in recognizing the accomplishments of this graduating class of 2019. I would like to take a moment now to introduce our distinguished guest. First, we have Senator Girdner, seated right over here. KDE board member. His name is Ben Cundiff. And finally, I'm honored to introduce to you our Commissioner of Education and our KSD Superintendent, Dr. Lewis.
Good afternoon, everyone. I am very pleased to be here to celebrate the KSD class of 2019. I bring you greetings on behalf of the Kentucky Department of Education. I want to say we are sincerely thankful to our special guests who are here, Senator Girdler, Representative Elliott, who are big supporters of the Kentucky School for the Deaf. We're incredibly thankful to the faculty and staff here at KSD who give so much on a daily basis to ensure that our students are successful. We're thankful to the leadership of the school, Principal Roby and her leadership team. And we're incredibly thankful to the parents, the caretakers, the guardians, the family members who have entrusted in KSD their most prized and valuable young people. We celebrate with you as they are concluding their high school career, but beginning the next phase of their lives. And I want them to know, and I want all of you to know, that we have high expectations for you. We expect that you're going to take the preparation that you've received here at KSD, move forward, and conquer the world. So congratulations to you. We look forward to seeing all that you accomplish as you continue to move forward in your lives and in your careers. And please stay connected with us. Thank you.
Thank you, Commissioner. Now I'd like to introduce our salutatorian, Solmi Gomez. Solmi has really branched out since coming to KSD. She has taken 2 classes at Danville High School and recently won a workforce competency certificate for nursing. She's been accepted to JCTC Shelbyville campus, and she will study. She's not decided either education or nursing. The future looks very bright for Solmi. Best wishes, Solmi. Are you ready?
Hello, friends, families, parents, teachers, and KSD staff and the Love Line. Welcome to the Kentucky School for the Deaf 2019 commencement ceremony. My name is Solmi Gomez. It is a big honor to be our class salutatorian. When I first got to KSD as a student, I was so anxious and nervous to meet all of the deaf students at KSD because it had been my first time attending a deaf school. And I came in the middle of my sophomore year. I was a little bit awkward, but kind of surprised at how quickly I gained confidence and figured out my identity. I learned to communicate through using ASL, and that's actually my 3rd language. The seniors have taught me about deaf culture. They taught me things that I was not aware of yet, but things that I will carry with me forever. The seniors are very respectful of me and showed me kindness, and for that I wanted to say thank you. Thank you for all the memories we have shared together. Soon we'll be on our own paths and our own journeys, and I hope that each of you have a great and wonderful future. I want to tell you a story about a person who's very special to me. She's very amazing and has a great personality. She's a great teacher who has taught me so many things, and not just me, but all of the students in her history class, and that is Kelsey Greaveson. She has been like a best friend to me and like a second mom. When I see her on campus, she inspires me and she makes me so happy. She's worked with my college applications with me. She's helped me with my grades. She's been supportive of me. She's never given up on me. She inspires me so much, and she makes me so happy. She's a great role model to all of the students at KSD. She taught me how to attain my goals and how to fight through everything that I'm facing. She always listens to me and gives me advice. And she's poured her heart and soul into me, and she is somebody that I admire and look up to greatly. She's made a huge impact on my life, and I love her so much because of all the things that she has helped me accomplish since I've been here at KSD. I couldn't ask for a better teacher than anyone. And I hope that all kids have a teacher like you. They deserve that. Thank you for your support. You're the best teacher I've ever had. Also, I want to talk about a person who has also made another impact on my life. She's always there for me, whether I'm in a good mood or a bad mood. And I know that she's not ready to watch me graduate yet, but I couldn't ask for a better friend. We have so much fun together, and I know that sometimes she'll tear up thinking about what she's going to do after I've graduated at KSD. But Lane Atkins, we've had so many memories that we have shared together, and I will never forget them because they're so special. Please remember, that your parents will always be there for you no matter what, and so will I. If you need anything, I'm always here for you. Thank you for everything that you've done for me during my time here at KSD. Lane, you rule. Finally, I want to say thank you to my parents. They have always believed in me. They have taught me what it means to have a good work ethic. They have not set limitations on me. They've never given up on me, and they've made sure that I had the best education that I could possibly get. They're looking forward to me getting my diploma today, and I want to give them all the credit because they have a never-ending faith in me. And I hope that I have made the two of you proud, because I'm proud to call you my parents. I know it's so crazy that I'm graduating today. I'm kind of shocked. Time has flown by so quickly. I can't believe it seems like just yesterday I started kindergarten, and now here I am, senior year, speaking at our graduation ceremony. These are memories that I will cherish and never forget. On behalf of myself and all the students that will be walking through the door at KSD for the last time, our journey starts now. We're on to the next chapter of our lives. And I just wanted to say thank you. Thank you for your support.
Thank you, Somi. Now, we're going to take a look back on the memories of these students as they've grown up here and all their experiences here at KSD. So I hope you enjoy this. Let's take a look.
It's been a long day with without you, my friend. And I'll tell you all about it when I see you again. We've come a long way from where we began. Oh, I'll tell you all about it when I see you again. When I see you again.
Damn, who knew? All the planes we flew, good things we've been through. That I'll be standing right here talking to you about another path. I know we love to hit the road and laugh, but something told me that it wouldn't last. Had to switch up, look at things different, see the bigger picture. Those were the days, hard work forever pays. Now I see you in a better place. How can we not talk about family when family's all that we got? Everything I went through, you were standing there by my side. And now you gon' be with me for the last ride.
It's been a long day without you, my friend. And I'll tell you all about it when I see you again. We've come a long way, from where we began.
You know we started.
Oh, I'll tell you all about it when I see you again.
Let me tell you.
When I see you again.
First you both go out your way and the vibe is feeling stronger. What's small turn to a friendship turn to a bond, and that bond will never be broken. The love will never get lost. And when brotherhood come first, then the line will never be crossed. Established it on our own when that line had to be drawn, and that line is what we reach. So remember me when I'm gone. How can we not talk about family when family's all that we got? Everything I went through, you were standing there by my side. And now you gon' be with me for the last ride.
Let the light guide your way. Yeah. Hold every memory as you go, and every road you take will always lead you home. Oh, it's been a long day without you, my friend. And I'll tell you all about it when I see you again. We've come a long way from where we began. Oh, I'll tell you all about it when I see you again. When I see you again.
Just breathing so hard and the thin air all the way up here. And then to get up here and look at this beautiful view. It's all worth it.
You know, it doesn't matter if you have asthma or any other health problems. Don't let that stop you. Get up here, fight for it. The air is thin, the altitude is terrible, but keep going and don't give up. Push yourself.
That's right. Keep walking, no matter how tough the problem is, no matter what's going on in your life. Just be patient, endure. You can beat it. You can win. You just got to keep trying. That's what's important. See where we are now?
My last message to KSD is that I know that things can be hard in life and that there are struggles that you will have to get through, but we struggled to get to the top of this mountain, and so can you. You can beat this.
That's right, you got to work for it. You just don't ever give up. You got to keep working for what you want. And just ignore the other circumstances. You just got to have faith and keep going. Just keep your faith.
Have patience, and in the end, life's the big reward.
I just want to emphasize what Perry Kay said. Encourage yourself, encourage others. Don't worry about what other people are saying or if they're judging you. Just persevere and believe in yourself because you can do it.
Just encourage everybody around you and encourage everybody to do the right thing, and you'll get through it. We love you.
Love you guys.
That was just perfect.
All right. Now I'd like to introduce our valedictorian, Sarah Joyner. Sarah's held many leadership roles while at KSD. She has been enrolled in a dual credit math course in her senior year. She has been accepted to Gallaudet University and will study. I've decided. We are excited to see great things that Sarah will accomplish.
Hello, everyone. I'm so glad that all of you took the time to come out here to our graduation today. I have something to admit, though. I didn't write anything. Side, I got nothing. Sorry. Okay, just kidding. I really do. Oh. It's okay. My name is Sarah Joyner. I'm honored to be the valedictorian today. I cannot believe that today is already here, May 23rd, graduation day. It has flown by. I bet all of you out there right now sitting there are having mixed feelings like I am. Excited to graduate, but sad because this has been our home for the last 4 years. Sorry. Seniors, we've been through a lot this year. We've been through ups and downs. Some have been sad, some have been triumphant. We've gotten good grades, we've gotten bad grades. We've lost friends, we've gained friends. We've learned and unlearned things. But we've overcome and adapted. I am so appreciative of all the memories that we've made together, and I will forever cherish those memories for the rest of my life. I want to give a special thanks to everyone here at KSD for everything. I know that each of you will be successful in your future endeavors. I believe in you and I know you can do it. Each and every one of you are unique and you have a gift to give the world that they can benefit from. If someone were to ask my 15-year-old self if I thought I'd ever be at KSD, I would say no way. Yet here I am, and that's been one of the best decisions that I have ever made. Being here at KSD has helped me tremendously. I've met lifelong friends, wonderful, awesome, amazing teachers, had so many opportunities and rich experiences. I will carry those things with me. I've enjoyed being with every one of you on this campus. I'm a different person than I was when I first came to KSD. I've grown and matured so much while I've been here. I've adjusted, I've become more confident. If you were to have met me a few years ago, I would have been unrecognizable. Lastly, I want to thank my family, especially my mom and my grandparents, for molding me into the person that I am today. My mom is my biggest supporter, and she has been since day one. I couldn't have done it without you. I love you. To my grandparents and my brother Anthony, thank you for encouraging me and supporting me. Thanks for being my cheerleader. Jenna and Kiara, thank you for being my rock. I can depend on you for anything and know that I am here for you too. Lastly, I want to recognize 3 teachers, Deanna Glasser, Kelsey Graveson, and Dr. Rohr. Thank you for the experience that you've given me about a relationship between a student and a teacher. I never had that until I came to KSD, and I love each of you. You mean a lot to me. As we leave here today, remember to thank everyone who's been a part of your life. Teachers, coaches, house parents, mentors, interpreters. Congratulations, class of 2019, last of this decade. Show them how it's done.
At this time, I would like to invite Senator Girdler to present the Senate Citation Awards to each of our seniors. Jenna Pratt, Sarah Joyner, Jared Haynes, Jessica Simon, Somi Gomez Vasquez, Ethan Johnson, Ariel Collins, Harry K. Herring, and Alexander Shue. Thank you, Senator Girdler. Now it's my honor and pleasure to introduce this year's graduation speaker, Ms. Janet Noel. Ms. Noel lives in Richmond, Kentucky, and was born to a deaf family. She is a proud 1989 graduate of Kentucky School for the Deaf. She has worked in the American Sign Language and Interpreter Education Sign Language Lab at Eastern Kentucky University for 13 years. She works with hearing, deaf, and deafblind students with a range of language skills, helping them to improve their communication. She's on the board of Kentucky School for the Deaf Alumni Association, Kentucky Deafblind Association, and the Deaf Senior Citizens Group of KSD, and the Deafblind Retreat held yearly in Kentucky. And she holds her temporary license as deaf interpreter for the state of Kentucky. I welcome Ms. Janet Nolan.
Hello and good afternoon. Thank you for allowing me this opportunity to speak to each of you today. My name is Janet Noel, and I feel very honored to be here today and be a part of this. I actually graduated in 1989 from Kentucky School for the Deaf. And now it's 2019, 30 years later. Who else there has graduated in 1989? Are you out there? It's been 30 years. Can you believe that? I remember myself sitting in your very seats as a graduate, and now here I am on stage, sharing my journey and my experiences with each of you. I come from a deaf family. Oh, sorry, it's a little windy. Hang on. My parents are deaf. My siblings are all deaf. Even my nieces and nephews are deaf. They all came to the Kentucky School for the Deaf as well. So we are proud to be representing today. I always looked up to my father as a role model and as a leader. He taught me many things. He was involved with the deaf clubs in numerous states. In West Virginia, Ohio, and Florida. My mother cooked at each of these clubs, and I look up to him as a deaf role model throughout my life. I'm proud to say that I have 3 children, 2 sons and a daughter, and 3 grandchildren, all of them who are hearing. I grew up in Grayson, Kentucky, which is in eastern Kentucky near Ashland. I currently live in Richmond, Kentucky, and I work for Eastern Kentucky University. I am a lab manager for the interpreting program there. In 2003, I first began in the cafeteria at EKU, and I was a baker. I loved to bake. The faculty and staff came to the cafeteria frequently. I would interact with them, and they persistently, especially Dr. Lawrence Hayes, begged me to come and work for them in their department. I was always very resistant and often hesitant. In 2006, I finally worked in the lab temporarily. In 2007, I was promoted as assistant manager in the sign lab and have been working there for almost 13 years. Most recently, I was promoted again to manager. To this day, I am amazed at how I've grown into becoming this leader. I never thought that it would happen. I'd like to tell you my story, and it begins in 1981. My family took a trip to visit my grandparents on vacation. In the car with us were my brother, my 2 sisters, and my dad. On July 21st, 1981, we were driving on the interstate, and were in a terrible accident. The car that was a 1972 station wagon began to have trouble with the axle. The axle is an integral part of your car. It broke, causing my dad to frantically try to control the vehicle, in which my car caught on fire. My brother and sister were able to jump from the car. However, my other sister and I were in the back. My father pulled the car over to safety, and my father ran around looking for my remaining siblings. He was able to grab me and pull me from the car, but we frantically searched for my other sister, who was still in her car seat. She unfortunately did not survive that accident. She was 8 years old. I miss her terribly. However, I'm fortunate enough to have been saved regardless of the injuries that I sustained that day. I was airlifted to UK hospital. However, UK did not have a pediatric unit for burn victims, so it was decided that I would be flown to Cincinnati, and I stayed at the Shriners Children's Hospital for many months. 6 months to be exact. During my stay there, I often asked the doctors to be able to see a mirror that I could see myself. I wanted to look and see how badly the injuries were. They did not want to allow me to do that. They were afraid of my reaction. Finally, they gave in. They pulled over a bedside table that had a mirror built in. My doctor, my therapist, counselors, and my mother stood by, anxious for my reaction and worried about how I would react. I opened that mirror and looked at myself and began laughing. I burst out into laughter. I was so shocked. I was bald and I had no hair. I couldn't believe how funny I looked. I looked at myself again and realized that my face had not been burned, that it wasn't as bad as what I had anticipated. All I could see were my arms and my legs, but my face, to me, did not seem that bad. And I knew at that moment that God must have been with me throughout that whole traumatic event. While I stayed in the hospital, I often asked another question about my sister Effie. We were very close, and they were not honest with me in the beginning. They knew that I was traumatized, and they were afraid to make things worse. I was in pain, I was on medicine, I was a little loopy, and I couldn't remember much. So for 4 months, I asked about my baby sister Effie. My mom convinced the doctors and counselors to finally tell me the truth about what had happened to her. They told me that Effie had died in the accident. I was so upset, and I cried most of the day. I loved her dearly. During the night, as I was falling asleep, I looked up at the family pictures that I had. They had been taped to the ceiling for me so that I could see them. KSD students had sent me cards and pictures and paintings, and that's how I occupied much of my time. It helped me focus on something different and also wouldn't let me get contaminated from the different germs. I often looked at my sister, Effie, as I fell asleep. That night, whether it was a dream, a vision, I can't tell you, but I saw my sister, Effie. She spoke to me. She told me that everything was okay. She told me not to worry, that God would take care of me, that she was comfortable and in a better place. She told me that God would be with me wherever I went. I woke up that next morning and I felt a sense of peace about me. When the nurse came in to see me, I frantically started signing to her to explain what had happened. She, of course, did not know sign language and had no idea what I was saying. But, nonetheless, I knew that I could move on knowing that Effie was okay. I was finally at peace. Others don't understand how I worked through that process, but I was able to that night. In 1981, I finally was dismissed from the hospital, and I was able to go home. I still was seeing my therapist and my doctor, but I could not walk. They didn't believe I ever would again, but I still was insistent that I return to school. They were worried because I had several medical equipment with me, and I had a tracheotomy. And they were worried about who would take care of those concerns and my medical issues while I was at school living in the dorms. Nonetheless, I returned back to school, and the students and the staff were thrilled to see me again. My visual appearance was different, and my sister's death had made an impact on the entire student body. But they became accustomed to what I looked like. And although I was in a wheelchair at that time, the students began to argue over who would push me in the wheelchair. The student life and staff decided to make a schedule of whose turn it would be to push me, because they wanted to be able to arrive late to class and help me out. So everyone in the school took a turn, signed up, enrolled me into the cafeteria and to wherever I needed to be. The teachers used that as a teaching moment. They used my attitude as an example of optimism and happiness, of not focusing on the negative, but looking forward and teaching them that experiences will be like that in their future, but to model themselves after my attitude. I was often considered a deaf and handicapped child. My family only called me deaf. But it wasn't until 2010 when I took a class at EKU on deaf culture. I sat in that class and something stood out to me. It was the words deaf plus. I had never heard that term before, but I instantly identified that I had a physical challenge of walking and was a burn victim, but I was also deaf. I was just deaf. When I graduated KSD, I was accepted into Gallaudet. However, I decided to stay home and have a family. I worked at EKU, as I mentioned, in the bakery, and my mom inspired me from all her baking she did when I was a child. And I took cooking classes while I was a student at KSD, and it became my niche. As I mentioned earlier, when I met the EKU American Sign Language Interpreting Education staff, They persuaded me to come into the sign lab, but I told them I did not believe that I was smart enough. They would not allow that excuse. They saw the value of my native skills, and they felt that it would benefit the student body. That was another stepping stone to me becoming a leader again. For the past 13 years, I've worked at EKU, and I have grown so much in my leadership skills. Most caring people in the world, or bosses that you may have, may think that because you're deaf, you cannot do things that others can. Dr. Lawrence Hayes was not one of those people. He believed that deaf could do anything, and he demanded it of me. He treated me like everyone else. He sent me to trainings, workshops, conferences, and because of those experiences, I have grown as a leader as well. I want to give a special thanks to Dr. Hayes and all that I work with at EKU for believing in me, helping me identify as Deaf Plus, and encouraging me on my journey at all times. If not for them, I would not be in the place that I am today, and I want to give a special thanks to you. Because of EKU, I have also been able to serve on the ADA committee, the American with Disabilities Act, and I was selected to be a member of the search committee to hire the dean of the College of Business and Technology. Imagine how intimidating that was for me. However, it was an experience I won't forget. I evolved my leadership skills because of those experiences. In 2014, I was surprised to be awarded by my dean something called the Significant Contributor to the College of Education. And that was voted on by students, staff, and faculty. I again point out the leadership potential that they saw in me. I've served on the Kentucky Association of the Deafblind Committee, in which we host games. I've learned tactile sign language for the blind. And then in 2017, I was asked to be a presenter at the Kentucky Deaf Baptist Conference. I stood in front of my peers and presented. And I am currently serving on the KSD Alumni Association Board and have been for 8 years. My newest adventure, although I have informally done it over the years for my family and for my friends, is to be a deaf interpreter, a DI. I now hold my temporary license with the state of Kentucky, and I have learned so much. I've taught and been taught, mentored and been mentored. And although all of these things were not planned, I was willing to learn them. And that has made me to who I am today. So I ask each of you, who are you? What is your identity? Where do you see yourself in 5 years? That is a question Dr. Hayes is very well known for asking all of his students, including myself. Set those goals. Accept your deafness, whether you're deafblind, deaf plus, or something else. Follow your heart. Embrace who you are. Get out there and do what you can. Although living in a hearing world can be a challenge, while I worked in the cafeteria, I often was the only deaf person, and I fought to have communication with each one of them every single day. When I finally moved into the deaf sign lab, I was around peers that understood me and could communicate with me. But I challenge you to put yourself in environments where people believe in you. We need more deaf leaders. You can be one of those leaders. We have a beloved deaf community that needs you. We are getting older, and we need each and every one of you. Agree? Good. In closing, I want to congratulate the class of 2019. You've made it. Thank you so very much.
Thank you so much. And I just trust that these seniors here will carry that message. That message has been given today, and it will persist throughout their lives. And now, the class of 2019 would like to perform their senior song. Are you ready? It's entitled The Champion. You are all champions. And now I want to invite Jenna Pratt to come to the stage and to present our senior class gift.
On behalf of the Kentucky School for the Deaf senior class of 2019, we would like to present a gift of a gas grill and 2 rocking chairs. This will remind us, and students in the future as well, that KSD has nurtured us during our student life stay here. To all that helped us, thank you.
Thank you so much for the gift. It's a wonderful gift. And now KSD is a better place for that because of you all. Now it is with great pride and pleasure that the Commissioner and I will now present diplomas to the senior class of KSD 2019. I'm going to ask Jennifer Burlgall, our assistant principal, to read aloud the names of the graduating seniors.
Ariel Hope Collins. Jared Winston Hayes. Perry K. Aaron. Ethan Raymond Johnson. Sarah Olivia Joyner. Jenna Rose Pratt. Alexandra Lee Shue. Jessica Renee Simon. Somi Yamalev Gomez Vasquez.
Congratulations, class of 2019. You did it! At this time, I would like to recognize the KSD staff and teachers for their tireless efforts for making this day a very special one for our seniors, their families, and friends. Please stand. We have some very special teachers, but it takes so much to run this campus. And our campus is almost 24/7. And I want to thank everybody here because it takes a team to make it happen. Now I'd like to welcome Mr. Billy Gully to the stage to share with us about the KSD chant.
Hello, everyone. I'm sure that you saw in the program about the KSD chant, and I want to give you a brief background about it. A lot of you today enjoy music, and both hearing and deaf people can. However, hearing people are usually inspired by what they hear with their ears, and deaf are inspired by what they see with their eyes. In a hearing world, you may be visually stimulated by a guitar being played, but deaf people enjoy the beat and the bass. We like to feel it in our body. We like the rhythm. So with music comes rhythm and bass, and we both can enjoy that. But this KSD chant will include a drum today. So if you feel like the gym is ready to collapse, have no fear. It is just our drum. The KSD chant will be performed by Ethan Johnson and Perry K. Herring.
Thank you. Seniors, it is time to graduate in your gymnasium at your home school, where you competed and you cheered as Cardinals. And now you begin your journey as proud alumni. If I could have Commissioner Lewis to please come forward. Dr. Lewis, this Kentucky School for the Deaf and graduating class of 2019 has exceeded our expectations and has successfully completed the requirements set forth by the state of Kentucky and the Kentucky School for the Deaf. They are now ready to receive their diplomas. Dr. Lewis and Board Member Cundiff and the Department of Education, it is my honor and privilege to present to you the wonderful graduating class in 2019. Congratulations.
Mrs. Roby, on behalf of the Kentucky Board of Education, the Kentucky Department of Education, we are very pleased to accept the 2019 class of the Kentucky School for the Deaf. Congratulations, seniors.
The turning of the tassel ceremony symbolizes the transition from candidate to graduate, the beginning of the next phase of your life. Now, I would like you to stand up. Turn around. Look at the audience. Look at your family. Look at your friends. Look at your teachers. Look at your dorm parents. Look at the staff that supported you in your time here. Let's acknowledge what they've done in getting you here and share in a moment as you officially commence your high school career. Now, you may move your tassels from the right to the left. Okay, class, I think you all wanted to get in a circle. Thank everybody for being here today. We appreciate you so much. You all are the ones that make this happen. Thank you. We have reception out here, and please join us for refreshments. Thank you, parents, and thank you